What up? It's your boy, luke4pres, back in the mix. And what I am doing today is basically narrating one of these cook-up videos. If you've noticed, I've posted a couple of these so far. This is the first one that I'm actually going to be narrating, so we'll see how that goes. It's basically like that bonus DVD content where the director and the actors give commentary throughout the process. I don't know, just trying something different here. So this is a drill beat that I made today, and this is the process of me making it. So as you can see, I just selected a sound from Omnisphere for the main melody, keeping it very simple, very dark. And now I am adding a counter melody with a piano in a higher octave above the main melody, which, as you can see on the screen, is just extremely simple. And this is obviously edited down significantly. It takes me about an hour, I would say, roughly, on average, to make a beat. So what I'm doing here is actually adding halftime to the initial melody. Gives it a more ominous, dark feeling. Halftime is one of my favorite plugins, honestly. Yeah. Now I'm just adding some effects to the top melody. That RC20 retro color. If you know, you know. Probably everyone knows about that by this point. It's probably like the most used plugin of all time. I'll put that bitch on everything like hot sauce. Just gives it a little more vintage feel, add some of that record player type background noise, if you will. I keep it really simple when it comes to plugins. This is the stock Logic reverb plugin of my choice. That's pretty much all I use. I know a lot of people have that Valhalla vintage verb, but not me, not yet, at least. The stock is all I need. I like giving these drill beats an epic kind of feel, so what I'm doing right now is looking for a choir sound to add, just to accent what's going on with the main melodies. Nothing too crazy, just every 4 bars, a little choir stab, if you will. I love drill beats. This is like quickly becoming my favorite type of beat to make, honestly. Now I'm looking for some strings to add. Again, I really love that dark, orchestral, epic type vibe. Just makes the beat feel like there's some crazy things at stake, you know, almost like a film score. So now I'm just playing around, trying to catch a vibe on my keyboard here, trying to find a cool melody to add on top of what I already have. Playing around with some different sounds here, different presets in Omnisphere. That Hollywood Studio string section one is my go-to, honestly. Who am I kidding? I don't even need to look at the other ones. That's the one I always end up using. It just sounds like, they sound super real and super epic. And when you put plugins on them, or sorry, when you put effects on them, it sounds even better. So I got that recorded. Now I'm speeding up the time a little bit to not bore you. And here's what we have. But with these, I really love to layer octaves on top of each other. So it really sounds like a whole orchestra is playing these things, you know what I'm saying? So that's like a sneaky gem. Try layering octaves on top of each other for a more epic orchestral feel, depending on which instrument you're using, obviously. But it sounds great with strings, that's for sure. The stock EQ onto that, just to cut out some of the lows so it doesn't clash with the 808 that I'm going to add in a little bit, and some of the highs as well so it doesn't clash with the piano melody that you're hearing. Designer, shout out Logic Gang. Logic Gang knows about Space Designer. Now the fun part, here come the drums, y'all. So for drill hi-hats, you want something with, kind of a less harsh attack than typical hi-hat, something that sounds almost like a shaker. In fact, you can even use a shaker in place of a hi-hat. It really just comes down to personal preference. So what I'm doing here is loading up an alternative hi-hat, and then I'm reducing the attack, as you can see here. I like these kind of sitting in the background. I'm about to lower the volume here in a moment after I change the pitch, because it sounded a little low to me. There we go. I think that sounds the best. I keep the hi-hats really basic in terms of the drill beats, just because there's so much going on in these beats, especially like with the 808s. The 808s can be really busy. So my strategy is to keep the hi-hats relatively simple. Just some very minimal rolls, adjusting the velocity on the rolls. It doesn't take that long. As you can hear, I have to have that one gunshot sound effect in all of my drill beats. It's a must. It literally takes every beat to the next level. So I'm never going to make a drill beat without it. Just adding a couple more rolls here. And I really make the pattern 4 bars typically, and then I just copy it over for the next 4 bars. But feel free to add additional variation there if that's what your heart desires. You know what I'm saying? So as you can see, like I have a template, like a drill template that I start with. So some of because like the snares are always going to hit in the same place. The basic hi-hat pattern is always going to hit in the same place. The kicks, at least a few of the kicks I have kind of pre-laid out, and that's just a big time saver. I highly recommend using templates for all of your beats. What I'm doing here now is loading up the 808 of choice. I'm going to play around with the pattern here for a little bit, and this is my favorite part of making drill beats. These 808s with the glides. Oh my God, I love it. It literally took me years to figure out how to do 808 glides properly in Logic. It's so much easier in FL Studio. It literally almost inspired me to switch DAWs because that's how frustrated I was getting. But then I finally figured it out, so it's all good. After some fast forwarding, this is what I came up with for the 808 pattern. So you don't want to overdo it with the rolls, but I definitely toe the line when it comes to overdoing it with the rolls because I love the rolls. Not the rolls. What am I even saying? The glides. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Your boy's been drinking a little bit. It's Friday, all right? It's Friday, 6:21 p.m. Your boy's been hitting the sauce a little bit. But the glides, you don't want to overdo the glides, but you want to toe that line. Now I decided, I was struck with a random inspiration. I decided to add some kind of ethnic sounding vocal sample. So I loaded up Arcade and found a pretty sick Middle Eastern sounding vocal sample from the collection called Distant Voices. Shout out Arcade. If you don't know about Arcade, get familiar. Oh my God, it's a game changer. How sick does that sound already? I haven't even done anything yet. Shit sounds fire. Arcade will make you feel like you're fucking Mozart, bro. Honestly. Two clicks and it's perfect. I must have changed that bongo pattern like 18 times. I didn't want to bore you guys, so I deleted a lot of it, but that's the pattern I finally came up with for like the accent bongos. 'Cause every good drill beat needs some accent bongos, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically it for the beat. Now I'm gonna go ahead and arrange it. And because to me, that's like the most boring part of these videos, I just fast forwarded the shit out of my arrangement process. And that's what you're seeing here now. Let me know if you'd like me to go over arrangement in more detail in these kinds of videos. Because right now I kind of skipped through it, as you can see. And here is the final beat. So with that being said, I'm gonna shut up and let the beat play. One love, y'all.